Ahoy cruisers, welcome to another video with us, Ben and David.
I'm Sandra Bullock.
And I'm Keanu Reeves.
And this is Speed 2 Cruise Control. Seriously, we're going to be looking at our 10 top tips for booking a balcony cabin and giving you all the reasons why it's such a good idea.
Yeah, we've cruised on insides, ocean view, balcony, so we know all about these cabins, so you want to stick with us to find out all the top tips and reasons why you should book.
So tip number one, and this is pretty obvious, is the fresh air that you're going to be getting in the cabin. Oh, that amazing ocean air and the sounds as well from outside, the beautiful waves smacking against the bow. It's so nice. You can open up that door and get loads of fresh air into your cabin because it can get a little bit stuffy now and again because they're quite small rooms really. So just being able to get that whole air into the room is just lovely.
Yeah, you just feel like you've got a little bit of breathing space, and it's particularly on a longer cruise and stuff if you can get a bit hot and stuffy in the cabin, can't it?
There's nothing better than waking up to some beautiful ocean fresh air.
Yeah, and sometimes we even like to leave the door open a little bit as well, just to listen to the waves, especially on sea days and stuff. So the second reason to book a balcony cabin is that you're going to get loads of natural light and sunshine.
It's so nice. There's nothing nicer than your whole room being bathed in that natural light. It genuinely does make it easy to wake up in the morning as well because you've got the natural sunshine and the natural light from outside. And it's great as well because you can look straight outside to check the weather, and you can even pop outside to see how warm it is as well, so you can see what sort of clothes you're going to need to wear for the day.
Yeah, so you don't have to be like looking at the little TV in the room and be like, how hot is it? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it, you go upstairs to do go up to the top deck and do your sort of like looking around like a meerkat to be like, okay, I'm going to wear this today. You don't have to do that. You can just pop out onto your balcony and just be like, right, this is what we're going to do today.
Yeah, but while it is really nice in the inside cabin where you have no natural light, it is a lot easier to sleep, but that can be a bad thing sometimes because you can be sleeping in really late just because you're not waking up with the natural light.
Yeah, our last cruise on an inside cabin, you do lose all sense of sort of like time and where you are and things like that. So it is quite nice to, have a connection to the outside and see what's going on.
So tip number 3 would be the amazing views you're going to get from a balcony. Just think of scenic cruises. Cruises in the Norwegian fjords, Alaska, Caribbean and Europe. You really don't want to miss these amazing sights, and you get to see them all from the beauty of your own balcony.
Yeah, cruises to Alaska, and like Ben just said, you're really paying a premium for that scenic cruising, and that is pretty much what all the cruise is about. So you don't want to be stuck on an inside cabin when you could be missing out on the amazing scenes. And it's nice to be, in your cabin, and if anything interesting is coming up, you don't have to rush out onto the decks. You can just stroll out onto your own personal balcony and have a look. You feel like you're not going to miss out on anything.
Grab your camera straight away and get that shot without having to go upstairs and outside. It really is great.
And it's particularly nice as well for sailaways. And I really do like it for sail-ins because it means you can just stroll out onto your balcony, in your PJs and your dressing gown, and you can watch the sailing with the sunrise, and you don't have to go up to the decks and, face the world when you've not done your face yet. Yeah,
because sailings will usually be very early in the morning, so it's great and it's just really accessible to get outside and see those amazing views of you sailing in. And especially for sailaways, it can get really busy up on the open decks, so it's your own private little haven to wave the world off.
It's nice, isn't it? We just lay in bed, open the curtains, open the door, and then watch the sailing.
There's absolutely nothing nicer than getting up in the morning and just you've sailed off from somewhere else the evening before, you open your curtains and you are somewhere brand new. That's really special about cruising.
And tip number 4 is that we love to enjoy dining and drinks on our balcony. So this could be breakfast, enjoying with the sailing, enjoying a nice cup of coffee and a muffin or something. Or
a muffin.
A muffin.
Is it a muffin that flies?
Or dinner on an evening. It's so nice just to relax on your private balcony and enjoy a bite to eat. Or you could even go one further and do something called ultimate balcony dining that some cruise lines offer, where they offer you a 3-course dinner with service and a cocktail service as well on your balcony. I mean, how amazing is that to enjoy a meal in your own private outdoor space?
Yeah, so Princess Cruises do this and it's such a fantastic thing. But just even enjoying a drink on your balcony, so a nice cup of coffee in the morning, just watching the world go by. On an evening when most cruise lines allow you to bring in a bottle of wine into your cabin, just enjoying a nice glass of wine or champagne just after getting ready and watching the sunset go down. It's really lovely. It's your own private dining or drinking venue. So tip number 5 is that having a balcony basically gives you 2 separate living areas, which is really nice. So if you've got one person who'd like to go for a nap or watch a film or something, the other person can go onto the balcony where it's quiet as well, read a book, have a drink, just relax and enjoy the views outside. So it gives you that little bit of extra space to enjoy.
Yeah, or even like on an evening where two people are getting ready and they're, you know, getting in each other's way, one person could get ready and then just go outside and, like we said, enjoy that, a drink on the balcony, while the other person has got all the cabin and all the bathroom to themselves to get ready. It's so lovely just to have an extra area. And number 6, it's nice just to get away from the hustle and bustle and have your own outdoor space to yourself. It's private, it's quiet. You can wear what you want. Don't even wear clothes, please.
Yeah.
We don't want to get into that again like we did on the other video, which you can watch. Just, it's nice just to be able to relax, not feel self-conscious, enjoy a book, enjoy music, do whatever you want in your own private space.
Definitely, especially when you've been around people all day in crowded areas. It's so nice just to have some nice time to yourself in a private little area which you can always go out and enjoy. It's one of the really big benefits of booking a balcony cabin. So number 7 is that balcony cabins are usually a lot bigger than standard inside or outside cabins, which is great. So it gives you that little bit of extra room to enjoy the space. So you've got more room to put all your clothes and all of your bits and bobs. You've usually got a sofa in there as well. So it just gives you a little bit of extra room, which is, we find, is a little bit more comfortable. And especially with the extra space of the balcony as well, as we said, it gives you that little extra room feel as well.
Also, balconies come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, from just a standard balcony right up to an oversized extended balcony. And even the rooms come in all different shapes, because you can get like corner balconies and aft balconies as well.
Yeah, aft balconies are really cool. So you're right at the back of the ship, so you can see the ship's wake. It's such a great location to book a balcony. And again, if you want to avoid the seasickness, make sure you book a balcony that's lower down and towards the center, so the mid of the ship. So that's where it's less bumpy.
And if you want something extra special, look for balconies with their own private hot tub on them. How cool is that? Just have a little hot tub on your balcony.
Amazing. That would be absolutely incredible.
So our 8th tip to book a balcony cabin is that this can help with if you suffer from cabin fever and claustrophobia, particularly if you're on maybe a longer cruise and you have the feeling like you don't want to be stuck in a metal box all the time. It's nice to have the outdoor space to, like we said, get some fresh air in the cabin and just feel like you've got that extra space outside.
Yeah, you're just bringing the outdoors into your cabin. As David says, cabins can be a little bit smaller. They're sort of just box shapes, a bit like a caravan. So having that balcony really brings the outdoors in and makes your room feel so much bigger, especially with all that natural light as well.
And even if you're not particularly using the balcony, it's nice just to have that mental feeling of, do you know what, I do have an outdoor space and I am connected to the outside.
So our last 2 tips are here to save you some extra money when booking your cruise. We always say try booking a guaranteed balcony cabin. Basically, this means that you don't pick the location or the cabin number that you're going to book. The cruise line themselves will pick a cabin for you, usually about 2 or 3 weeks before you're due to sail, and they'll send you this through to your email or through your travel agent. The only downside is that you don't get to pick the location of your cabin, so it could be anywhere on the ship, towards the front, towards the back, maybe in some noisy areas, but seriously, the amount of money you can save is amazing. We've seen guaranteed cabins at least 50% cheaper than cabins where you pick the number yourself. So if you are on a budget, it's really worthwhile thinking about.
I mean, if you're not fussed about where you're actually going to be on the ship, but you do want a balcony, it is really a no-brainer to save you a lot of money. And the next tip is to book an obstructed balcony cabin. And this could mean anything from a very, very tiny obstruction in the corner of the balcony up to maybe a much bigger obstruction where you have more of a porthole window balcony rather than an actual, you know, full space looking out onto the ocean.
Yeah, an obstruction would usually be one of the life rafts, but these can be located right below you. So basically they will count an obstruction as a life raft on the deck below you, just cutting off maybe 5% of your view, and you can save a lot of money. We do recommend checking out some of the sites. We'll put them just below in the comments below, just to check where you can have a look at each individual cabin, just to have a good investigation to see exactly what the obstruction is. But cruise sites will usually let you know what the obstruction is, and they usually give this in the form of a percentage. So maybe like 50% obstructed, 20% obstructed, things like that. But seriously, for some slight obstructions, it's really worth it because these cabins are a lot cheaper. Okay, so that's it for our video about balcony cabins, guys. We hope you really enjoyed it. Please let us know in the comments below what type of cabin you like to book and why, and give your tips as well.
And don't forget to check out our other videos about the other cabin types that we've also done. You can find the links in the comments below.
And make sure you give us a follow on social media as well. Our comments, our things are just below right here, whatever they're called.
Handles.
Our handles
Love
are just
handles.
below. And make sure you give us a subscribe as well, guys. It really helps us out. Press that bell button so that you're notified every time we upload a brand new video.
So that's it for this time. Until next time, happy
cruising.
cruising.
I'm Sandra Bollocks. Bullock.
That shows what you've got on your brain.
Sandra. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Sandra.